Hello, I'm recording this on May 22nd, and that means two things. There are no major astronomical events that cannot be ruined by cloud cover, or at least that's my experience this year. And it's time for the Darkness News Update, brought to you by Evluma and the OmniMax lamp. It's ready for dimming, it's ready for timing, it's diffuse out of the box. It comes with an optional shield if you need to deal with backlight or uplight. This is built to fit a Type 3 globe, and it is available on evluma.com. The link is in the description. Let's get into the news. The Grand Wailea Resort on Maui is being sued for the second time. It is believed by local ornithologists to be a source of bird strikes and other related harms for endangered petrels. This suit is coming after a settlement last time that allowed ornithologists on premises to actually count dead birds. Lawsuit is now going ahead. Austria has passed national-level light pollution legislation, which will limit brightness and directionality, as well as timing, on all state-run exterior lighting, as well as setting responsibilities for municipally run lighting. Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates has also set a dark sky policy. This is not just for the city, but the entire emirate. Maine has approved new lighting regulations for mining operations. The change was prompted by a proposed lithium mine in the state. Circadian rhythms have been linked with tumor infiltration. This is a study of mice that shows another need for timed treatment for cancer. The Pacific Northwest National Labs has confirmed a number of prior studies about night shift work, finding that circadian misalignment is linked with rates of diabetes. We have a new study linking light at night with risk of stroke. This is a 6-year study of 28,000 adults in Ningbo, China, showing that cardiovascular and cerebrovascular disease are linked, again, with night shift work. A self-report shows that 46% of people with poor sleep also report poor mental health, showing that their symptoms do worsen as sleep quality diminishes. The Bar-Ilan University in Israel has mapped clock genes in a sea anemone. They have dial reactions, indicating that the circadian response as an evolutionary trait is older than we previously thought. In something that is not a sponsor, but I think is neat, LEDVANCE is offering field-adjustable lighting distribution. That's right, they can change the bug rating of the fixture with a switch. This is a new line of outdoor products. They also offer different CCTs, which, again, I remind everyone in LEDs, is a decorative term, not necessarily a useful measure the way it used to be. Kawarau, Gibbston, New Zealand, has been named a DarkSky park. This is 25 square kilometers on the South Island. It's the 9th space recognized by DarkSky in New Zealand. Grand Lake, Colorado has been picked for a DarkSky mentorship program with DarkSky Colorado as well as Colorado Tourism working together to help the town get not only alter their lighting and policies, but also secure recognition from DarkSky International. Grand Lake is actually wedged in between two national parks, as is. Also in Colorado, Old Snowmass is going to begin a program to receive dark sky recognition. That work is just getting started. The Centennial Bridge between Iowa and Illinois is going dark for migration season. This started earlier this month, with local officials hoping others will follow their lead. Chicago Animal Care and Control really wants you to follow along with their Lights Out program. They have declared a high migration month, as well as a new awareness campaign. In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, they were host to 1 billion migratory birds this month, with the Audubon Society again raising awareness about lights out at night. Nova Scotians are calling for expansion of bird protection as more wind farms are being built on land on the peninsula. They are working ahead of a bunch of new turbines going up in Wedgeport. That's way down south in the province. It's practically Maine. Cornell has released a documentary film with the help of Lights Out Texas. It's a short, 35 minutes or so, and it is now streaming for free. It is sea turtle season in North Carolina as well as Florida. I should mention that things are actually trending up stats-wise in Florida over the past few years. Things are sticking. These programs are working. We are seeing more turtles survive nesting than ever before. And we have complaints that new construction in Fort Myers, Florida is threatening those same turtles, and hopefully they can turn that around. Internationally, the World Bank has pulled funds from Mauripur, Pakistan, over a street lighting program because it didn't acknowledge turtle safety. The project is still going to go ahead with local funding, however. In India, in the region of Uttarakhand, will begin offering a astrotourism campaign. This is a new program from India's Tourism and Development Department. This is in the northern regions of the country near the Nepal border. The Heritage Council, the National Heritage Council of Ireland, has begun to fund DarkSky Ireland, recognizing their value as well as any other part of Irish heritage. Hailing Island in the UK, specifically the scenic Turnerbury Woods estate on the South Sea, will only host 65 weddings per year to limit light pollution. The Gateshead region of the UK is reviewing their dimming plans. They had been dimming street lighting after 12 a.m. for energy reasons, but people are citing safety concerns. County Durham in the UK is allowing a horse arena to proceed despite complaints of light pollution. A Pennsylvania woman, Jamie Troisi, is the first in the US to be tested for LED-related seizures that are not part of an epileptic condition. She has partnered with the Soft Lights Foundation and was able to secure EEGs to confirm that it is just lighting causing her to seize. A Las Vegas suburb has approved a LDS temple, provided it can meet local lighting rules. You know this dance already. LDS temple proposed a new spot in Las Vegas, in Cook County. And locals reacted. Locals reacted to the size of the parking lot, the size of the steeple, the brightness of the lighting, and we've seen that city officials have asked them to compromise, especially on lighting. Hunterdon, New Jersey has rejected a proposed cannabis farm. This would have been a medical growing facility, and it was blocked basically under the reasonable understanding of what an agricultural zone is. It would have been a farm, but a very different kind of farm, and I think zoning is going to change in New Jersey to reflect that. And now we're going to do a new segment called So I Got an Email from My Boss. Mike Colligan sent me this. It's a link to a public safety grant from the federal government of Canada. This program was going to offer funds to expand or secure new lighting for mosques and synagogues. His exact words are, "Massive Light Pollution Creation Program." This program was nothing more than a massive subsidy to mosques and synagogues to put up all kinds of stupid light fixtures, with the assumption being that more light equals less vandalism and hate crime. All the birds will thank their lucky stars that this program is being sunsetted. And I actually covered this on the Lighting Industry News Brief, as well as similar programs in Florida, California, New York State, and I believe Oregon. Look, when any space is the target of this sort of specific, mean-spirited, cowardly property damage, we have to, there's an impulse to do something, and offering lighting is something, so we've done something, so that must be good. Obviously, it's my hope that these funds do end up going to good designers who take advantage of motion sensing and don't throw too much uplight on. But we can never be sure of that unless we check everything. And, I cover a lot of stories like this in the Lighting Industry News Brief. Funds go up for schools all the time. But there's actually, what's interesting, what I want to bring up is a story I never actually put in the Lighting Industry News Brief. There was a whole genre of stories where some some enterprising yet desperate individual would steal people's catalytic converters. They'd hit 5 or 6 places in one town, and some poor police spokesperson would come out and say, well, it's very important for you to secure your property and consider adding more lighting and cameras. And no one ever mentioned that maybe, auto manufacturers shouldn't make catalytic converters that are so easy to remove with hand tools, because catalytic converters contained $800 worth of platinum. There was never a consideration that, maybe we switch to alternate metals as well. And as of this year, those stories stopped coming to me because, well, the resale value of catalytic converters crashed. So I don't see that. So, the value of a car part that's easy to steal falls off and the crime stops. So what I'm saying here is that we kind of have to reduce the value of hate crimes. Yeah, it's dumb to say it that way, but I think there are interventions other than security measures we need to consider, either on the cause side or the result side, because, well, it's back to design, and, there are a lot of ways to design your way out of a problem. But until next time, I want to thank Evluma and Lighthead and the Lighting and Darkness Foundation. I want to thank you for listening. My name is Scott Wachter. Until next time, take care of yourself.